Hello students, welcome to the revision session of module 7. So in this complete module, we majorly talked about the annotative objects, wherein annotative I've already told you so many times that annotative objects are those objects basically which are giving you information, which are describing your drawing, your object, so that the other person or your client or your teachers or your colleagues, your managers, anyone who you're sending your drawing to, a consultant, can read your drawings more precisely with accurate, with complete accuracy that you want to deliver. That is, your ideas can be expressed not only through your object, your drawn object, also through your different informations which you provided through text, through dimensions, through attributes. Okay, so all these objects helps you in completing your drawing through complete expressions and presentation. Okay, so in this module we learned about text, that is single line text and multi-line text. I had gone through all the different tools included in this multi-line text and single line text, majorly about justifications, about different styles, fonts, the text sizes. You can insert different fields, you can insert symbols. We talked about the different dictionaries available. You can check the spellings of your text paragraphs. You can provide bullet numberings. You can even give them colors. You can provide a background color. So different types of tools we discussed in this, two different ways of writing text. And then I also told you about editing, that how to edit a tool, how to convert a single line text into a multi-line text. Okay. Then we move on to learn how to create text styles. Okay. Then table tools, that is how to insert a table, provide columns and rows to it, how to use this provided tools of AutoCAD for completing your information in your table, like settings of different cells, creating a new table style or modifying an existing table style. You can even link your cell, your data with your Excel sheet so that you can update the Excel sheet whenever you want and it will be printed in your AutoCAD table as well, or otherwise you can update in your AutoCAD and that will be linked, that will be updated in your Excel as well through download your source or upload your source. Okay. I also told you how to create the first title sheet of your sheet set. Okay. So you need not again and again write sheet numbers. You can just update it. It will be updated according to the variations you have done in your sheet set. And even you can modify your different properties of your text through properties palette as well. So all these we have done in this module 7. The shortcut keys basically of module 7 are, there are 3 shortcut keys. Other than them, you have to write the complete command. So DT enter is for single line text and T enter is for multi-line text and ST enter for text styles. Other than this, for tables and all, you have to write complete table. Okay. Other than this shortcut keys which are there of your module 7, I also want to discuss today about shift keys. That is, you can use some temporary tools, temporary commands within the commands through your shift key of your keyboard. Okay. Control plus keys we have already discussed. So today we'll be discussing shift plus keys. So I'll be telling you two things. When you're using your left hand, your right hand, you all must have noticed that you have two shifts. One from your right hand, one from your left hand. So you can use both the hands. So the same function can be done through both the ways. Like the first function with shift, through shift you can do is toggle object snap. So you can toggle object snap from left hand shift plus A and from right hand shift plus apostrophe. Okay, single apostrophe. Second function which you can do through shift is enable object snap enforcement. Okay, so you can enable it through shift plus S or shift plus colon. Then object snap override endpoint, you can start from Shift plus E from left hand, Shift plus P from right hand. Same way, object snap override midpoint, you can start from Shift plus V with left hand, Shift plus M from right hand. Object snap override center, Shift plus C from left hand, Shift plus comma from right hand. So you have to press Shift plus the C key, the comma key. Toggles object snap tracking, you can toggle the object snap tracking through Shift plus Q or Shift plus bracket, close. Okay. Shift plus D from left hand and Shift plus L from left hand will disable all snapping and tracking. Okay. It will switch on all the function of snapping and tracking. Shift plus X from left hand and Shift plus dot from right hand will toggle polar tracking. Shift plus Z from left hand and Shift plus slash will toggle your dynamic UCS. Shift, only Shift, left hand Shift and right hand Shift will toggle your ortho mode. Okay, I know these all shortcuts cannot be remembered, but the important ones which you normally use or will be frequently using it, you can definitely memorize them. Okay, now some points to remember. There are 4 points which I want you to remember this time. First is which objects are on which layer. So there is a command called lay walk. Maybe I would have covered, but I want you to remember this as a very important point. Because when we have a quite complex drawing, which we are working on, it becomes really hard to check which objects are on which layer. So for this is the tool, very important tool which we can use, because through this we can check the layers. This is called layer walk. So lay walk. Okay. If you use this, it will help you to know which object is in which layer. Okay. Second important point is pin to make it stick. Now, what do you mean by that? Basically, I want you to remember one thing. If you have some favorite files, or maybe you're working on a particular drawing or a file and you have to work for a few months, then you can put it in as your favorite tool. So what you can do, you can make this favorite file or existing file which you have to work for a few months, through your application menu or different parts of the screen, you can pin it. I'll show you. In your application menu, you have this pin icon. See? So you can pin this drawing by clicking on the pin. So it will be pinned. See? It is pinned now. You all must be knowing the pin icon. There are so many different softwares we use. So this is like even in your Google, you can pin one of your search website, your web page, you can pin it. So same way, you can stick it. Okay. AutoCAD help. Now, why I want this point for you to remember is, please don't stick to that formula of spoon feeding. Don't always come to your mentor or to your teachers for every problem of your software or your drawing or your practice. Definitely we are there, we are teaching you, we are giving you we are mentoring you, but remember one thing, we are here to give you a correct path. I am here to tell you from where to start learning AutoCAD and how to go to make your foundation level very strong, and then how to move on to advanced level. Definitely, I'm going to tell you, because you do not know when to start, where to start from, and then how to go about with each and every section. But whenever we give you assignments or you have already gone through the session of your particular command, but you still are not capable of doing it, try to do it by your own first. So there is AutoCAD help available at every step in your AutoCAD. Not only the AutoCAD help window, you also have different options here. Like if I'll show you in AutoCAD, when you are working here, see, whenever you move your cursor to any of the command on your ribbon, it always tells you a line. Like this is a table. So what does it do? It creates an empty table object. Along with it, you have option of press F1 for help. And it is also giving you a small, when you're not moving your cursor, you're still on that particular command, it is giving you a sample, small gist of, or I would say a brief explanation of that particular command. And for further, you can press F1 and to go to AutoCAD help window. Everywhere you have tooltips in each of your dialog boxes as well. So what does that function do? What does the setting do? So please try to learn from that also. If you do not remember what ma'am had said and if you're not noted down, no problem. But you can always go back and explore. The first and the foremost thing is explore your interface again and again. Get comfortable with your interface. That's why we say it is very user-friendly interface if you talk about AutoCAD. Okay. So I want you to get hands-on the AutoCAD help tool available in your AutoCAD. Okay. The last point to remember for today is the height of a textile should not be defined. I have already mentioned this when I was teaching you about textiles, but still I wanted to repeat this point because this is a very important point for you to understand. The height of a text style should not be defined. Leave the text style's height setting at 0. Why? Because only then you will have the right to set height to any value when you create text objects. Otherwise, with fixed heights cannot be scaled when dimensioning. Remember this. Using a style with fixed height is like, I would say, throwing a monkey wrench into the dimension machine. Just imagine. What will happen? A big crash and then boom, blast. But still, if you like to live on the edge, so you can go ahead and fix the style of your choice. But in that case also, I would just want to say, fix the textile height only when you do not want to scale it when you're doing your dimensioning. Otherwise, it will be a big hassle for you and a weird thing will come out as a print. You will be pulling out your hairs. So no need. So the simple logic and the simple funda is do not define heights to a textile. Just keep it as 0. It will be very easy for you. And keep practicing setting annotative text so that whenever you set scales, so through annotation scales, automatically AutoCAD changes your text height as per the scale given to your paper. Okay, so there will be no problem when you're plotting or printing your artwork. Okay, so that's all for today. Challenging project. This is your challenging project. I've already told you in the last session as well. I'm not going to show you the assignments, but still if you have any problem, please tell us. We'll take a doubt session for that. Okay, because I have given you very simple assignments in this complete module just for your practice. This is your challenging project. This is a key, a house, a look of a house and a key. So try to do every dimension is given here. So, and you have to complete this within 2 hours, not more than that. Yes, now you're on 7th module. So the first project was for 4 hours, then 2 projects were for 3 hours, now 2 hours. Okay, 2.5 hours maximum. This is also very too much time for this particular object. Okay, and this is your practice exercise 5, wherein you have to complete this kitchen with all the given dimensions. And I have not labeled here, but you can definitely use text and label here as cooktop, as a sink, as a cooking range, or a refrigerator, or chairs, whatever you want to do. Otherwise, if you do not, still just try to complete this. Okay. And today's test figure. So practice exercise has to be done later on. After this session, first and foremost thing is this test figure and then the challenging project, which these 2 things has to be completed within today. Okay, so this test figure, yes, it is looking very complicated, but it's not so complicated. It's just the outline of a architectural drawing. So I've given some notes. All door openings are of 2 feet 9 inches. All window openings are of 3 feet. Rest of the other missing dimensions you can assume depending upon standards. If you are not from architectural background, civil and architectural students won't be having any problem. Mechanical students may find problems in this because you don't know the standards for these dimensions, but still I would say try to complete it, okay, and submit. But in this test figure, I'm not giving you a particular time limit that you have to complete it within 2 hours or 3 hours. You can take a day's time and maybe submit by tomorrow. But for challenging project, yes, you have to complete it within 2 hours and submit. Okay, you have a kid's bedroom, a master bedroom, an attached washroom here, a dining room, a balcony, a kitchen, a servant room, a dining area. You do not have to put on the furnitures, just the fixtures of washrooms are here and kitchen is here. The plus point will be when you will be saving this and you will be learning more things like blocks and all. So you can come back to this and try to apply these blocks and hatches and everything within this drawing as well. Keep it as a practice drawing for yourself. So later on you can redefine it. Okay. Now please attempt your self-assessment test for this module. All the best, students. So I hope all of you have attempted your self-assessment test and scored very good in your evaluations. And again, I would say if not, so please go back to the complete module and practice and revise. Okay. In the next session, we'll start with module 8, and the first topic which I'm going to take is dimensioning. So what is the need of dimensioning in AutoCAD, and some fundamental dimensioning terms we'll be covering in the next session. Okay. Thank you, students, and keep practicing and submit your assignments, submit your practice exercises, and submit your test figures and challenging projects as well. Okay. Thank you.